Welcome to Ooze Bros. Hello guys and welcome to Ooze Bros. In today's video we're gonna have a look at all of my custom figures. Or almost, because I couldn't have them all on this shelf. This is from my old apartment and I hopefully can get all of my customs in one place, or I'm gonna put them to the franchises where they actually belong to. I haven't figured that out yet. But in today's video we're gonna have a look at how it actually looked in my old apartment. And we're gonna start with this buff shredder. He's a custom that I made myself and show you how it actually looks like next to the vintage version of him. In my opinion, the vintage version was a little bit too puny for the character that he actually is. He is this bad evilness, and I also think that he isn't justified enough with this slim version of him. So I made this more bigger and badder version of him. But I can also relate why they used a more slim version and a more shredded version of Shredder. But I think the buff version actually is a better version of him. But that's just my opinion. I also made some other buff turtles as well. Here's a buff Splinter in the background and a buff Casey Jones, and in front there are a buff Donatello. And as you can see, I used a vintage shield from an old beater turtle, so it's actually the original parts that I used. Next to it, here's my undercover Michelangelo, and if you would like to see how I made this, you can go to my custom playlist and see how it is made. And here's some pictures of him where he's fighting the foot soldiers next to the original undercover Donatello. We're moving on to a custom Hulk that I made, and up here it is one that I actually bought, and all of my customs that I bought I'm gonna drop a link down below at the description where you guys can visit these really great artists that makes these custom figures. And on the next step we're gonna look at my Dino Eternia blue Dino that I also made. And next to it I made this anti-Eternia He-Man. In the beginning he was all black, but I forgot to coat the black color, so it actually made these cracks in the paint. But because that I spray painted red at the beginning of this customization, you can actually see the red going underneath of these cracks, and I personally think that it looks more badass at it as he is now, so I'm just gonna leave these cracks on him. And under him is the Slime Pit He-Man. You can also go by my custom list or on my Masters of the Universe playlist on how to make Slime Pit He-Man. Here's a picture where he is trying to catch Orko because he wants to make him a slime pit monster as well. And at the bottom of the shelf again, here's my black Skeletor that I made. I put some red glowing diamond's eyes in him. And here we go to the transforming King Hiss. I cut out the face on a vintage beater King Hiss armor. It is a very common thing that the paint is rubbed on the nose, so I just always use these beater parts to make customs of. So I cut off the face in the armor, and then I boiled some water to bend the plastic on the snake head so it could fit out of this armor And to make the plastic hard again, I put it in some really ice cold water. And here next to the transforming King Hiss is one of my favorite figures. It is my Alcala Beast Man that I made. And here is a picture where from the original Alcala Beast Man. So I think that I nailed it pretty good with this one. And underneath is a crossover from a MOTU bootleg figure and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It is my Mad Butcher. Standing next to him, it is my White Hunter from the Cold Mountains. And here is my Mantisaur. He's half man and half monster. This is from the Mantisaur. I made this, and also a crossover from a MOTU bootleg Galaxy Fighters figure. And here he is posing with his arms, and also with some alternative arms for this guy. And the last figures that I got on the shelf is actually also free that I bought. You can hit the link down at the description to see this guy's Instagram, because he is really talented. And that's actually about it for my custom shelf. So I hope you liked watching what I have and what I have made, and also what I have bought in the years. And if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can even subscribe to Ooze Bros for more vintage toys and more tips and custom tricks. This is your host Anders, and I hope you liked this video. Once again, thank you for watching,